So, you did it. You landed that amazing job offer in Zurich. And that salary, 155,000 Swiss francs, looks fantastic on paper. But what does it really mean for you and your partner? Can you actually live the life you're imagining? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break it all down, expense by expense. Let's dive in.
Yeah, this is the big one, isn't it? The question that probably keeps you up at night. You see the incredible career opportunities, the unbelievable quality of life, but then you hear about the cost of living. So is that impressive salary figure actually enough to live well? We're about to find out.
I mean, let's be real. There's a reason we're even talking about this. Zurich isn't just any city. It consistently ranks as one of the best places to live on the planet. We're talking world-class jobs, public transport that runs like clockwork, and a literal natural playground with a massive lake and the Alps right at your doorstep. It's a combination that's pretty tough to beat.
All right, let's get down to business. Before we talk about anything else, we have to tackle housing. This is, without a doubt, the single biggest expense you'll have, and getting this part right is absolutely crucial to making your whole budget work.
So where do you even begin to look? A lot of expats are drawn to really vibrant modern neighborhoods like Vitacon and Erlikon, or maybe the super chic Seefeld, and for good reason. They offer that perfect city lifestyle. But just a quick heads up, finding an apartment here is no joke. The competition is incredibly fierce.
Okay, let's put a number on it. For a nice, modern 2- or 3-room apartment, perfect for a couple, in one of those popular districts, you really need a budget around 3,000 Swiss francs a month. Think of this number as the anchor for your entire financial plan.
But here's the good news. You're not powerless against that high rent. The #1 tip from pretty much every expert is to start your apartment hunt early. Seriously. Also, don't be afraid to look at neighborhoods just a little bit outside the main center. You can save a good amount of money. Oh, and don't forget to tack on about 300 francs for your monthly utilities.
Okay, so we've got a handle on housing. Let's start building out the rest of your monthly budget. Because as you know, life is about a lot more than just paying rent. Let's see how all the other costs stack up. First things first, and this is super important, that gross salary is not what lands in your bank account. A pretty big chunk gets taken out from mandatory deductions before you see any dime. We're estimating around 20% for income tax and about 12% for Social Security and your pension fund. So yeah, your actual take-home pay is going to be quite a bit less than that big number on your contract. Next up is a major, non-negotiable cost, health insurance. In Switzerland, it's compulsory. For a couple, you should plan on budgeting around 900 francs every single month just for your basic coverage. It's a fixed cost you have to factor in right from the very beginning. So, what about just living? Groceries are definitely on the pricey side. You're looking at about 1,000 francs a month. And for leisure, eating out, seeing a movie, budget around 800. But here is a massive win for your wallet. Public transport. For about 180 francs, you can get monthly passes for 2 people. The system is so good, you absolutely do not need a car, which is a huge, huge saving.
All right, we've looked at the rent, the deductions, the daily costs. Now it is time for the moment of truth. Let's pull all these numbers together and finally answer that big question. What is actually left for you at the end of the day? So, let's walk through the math. We start with that shiny 155,000 franc gross income. Right off the top, we take away about 47,000 for taxes and Social Security. Then we subtract our annual living costs. That's rent, groceries, transport, the whole shebang, which comes to around 63,000. Once you factor in health insurance, we get to the number that really matters.
And here it is. After all the bills are paid and all the essentials are covered, you're left with approximately 1,500 Swiss francs a month. Now that's your money. That's for saving, for weekend trips to Italy, for investing, for whatever you want. So the answer to our question? Yes, absolutely. You can live comfortably and still put money aside.
And listen, this isn't just some spreadsheet fantasy. Take a real couple, Lucas and Anna. They moved from Amsterdam, and by making some smart choices, like picking an apartment in Erlikon and ditching the car for public transport, they're actually saving even more than our estimate. It just goes to show you, if you plan it right, this is totally realistic.
Okay, so the financial plan is solid. You know what to expect, and more importantly, you know that it's completely achievable. Now there's just one final piece of this whole puzzle, the actual move.
Your dream of living in Zurich is officially a go. The only thing left to do is, well, you got to get yourself and your stuff there.
And let's be honest, that final step can be a massive headache.
Instead of spending days calling dozens of moving companies, you can use a platform like transportica.ch. The idea is really simple. You fill out one quick request online, and you get a bunch of different quotes from trusted, vetted Swiss movers. You just compare the offers, pick the one that works best for you, and you could end up saving a ton of money. It's just a smarter way to handle that last big hurdle.
So, there you have it. You've got a clear financial plan in your back pocket and an easy way to sort out the move. The only real question left is, what's the very first thing you're going to do when you arrive in your new city? Will it be a hike up a mountain, a swim in that crystal clear lake, or just getting lost in the old town? Your adventure is just about to begin.